What happened when my Uber recognized me from my wife's Instagram? I was in Denver on a business trip, exhausted after a 14-hour flight delay. At 2 a.m., I finally grabbed an Uber from the airport to my hotel, planning to collapse into bed. My driver, a middle-aged guy named Rick, kept glancing at me in the rearview mirror. I was used to the occasional "you look familiar" conversation, but too tired to engage. "You are Melissa's husband, right?" he finally asked. My exhaustion vanished instantly. I don't have a common face, but I am not famous either, and my wife Melissa isn't an intrepid or a public figure. "How do you know my wife?" I asked, suddenly alert. Rick chuckled. "Oh, I don't know her personally. I just see her posts all the time. You guys have that amazing mid-century modern house in Austin, the one with the blue door and the Japanese maple in the front yard." A chill ran down my spine. "That was exactly our house. Your anniversary was last month, right? The cabin in Colorado. Beautiful spot. That cabin was a private ifly in the middle of nowhere. We hadn't shared the location. You are into vintage motorcycles." He continued, still driving. "You got that sweet 76 Honda CB 750 you've been restoring. Looking good, by the way. My motorcycle was parked in our garage. I'd never posted it online." "Listen, man," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "How exactly do you know all this?" Rick laughed. "Oh, Melissa's Instagram is great. I love her content. The home renovation stuff, the cooking videos. She's really talented. My wife doesn't have a public Instagram," I said. "Her account is private. Only friends and family." Rick went silent. The car seemed to slow slightly. "That's weird," he finally said. "Maybe I am thinking of someone else." The rest of the ride was painfully silent. When we arrived at my hotel, Rick turned to me with an uncomfortable smile. "Sorry about the mix-up. End your stay in Denver." As I got out, he added, "Tell Melissa." I said, "Hey, oh, and congrats on the baby news. We hadn't told anyone about the pregnancy yet." I sprinted to my hotel room and called Melissa. She answered groggily. "Hey, quick question, Minus. Who have you told about the pregnancy?" "Nobody," she mumbled. "We agreed to wait until the first trimester was over. And your Instagram is still private, of course." "Why?" I explained what happened. There was a long silence. "That's impossible," she finally said. "Wait." Unless she paused. "Remember when my phone got hacked last month? I changed all my passwords, but I spent the rest of the night changing every password we had, checking every account and filing reports. We never figured out who Rick really was. Sometimes the scariest part of technology isn't what strangers can see. Minus it's what they already know."